we're doing day 2, so page 278. Identify inverse proportion from equation. Alright, so the big thing is, so for a regular proportion, if it is proportional, you had y equals kx, right?
No, yes, no.
So we don't want y equals kx. Now, we want x, y equals k, which if you watched yesterday's video, you should know because you had to multiply the x and the y values, and they had to always gave you the same k value. So this is what you're looking for. You want to star it, box it, whatever it is, but knowing that when you have x times y, that's getting you your k value. Instead of y equals kx and putting in your y value, putting in your x value, get k by itself. Now you put in x, put in y, get k by itself still. So the process of finding it is still the same. The only difference is now when you're doing it, you have x and y on one side as opposed to y on one side, x is with the k on that side. Pretty simple. So, oh, and then the other way of doing this is you could have, think about if you want y by itself, you could divide by x on both sides. Y equals k over x. You can do it either way. This is the way I prefer it. I like thinking x times y equals the k value, but if you want to think, hey, I put the k over the x and put the y over there, or if you're not sure whether or not it's an inverse proportion, you can get it to look like this or get it to look like that, and you know it's going to be an inverse proportion. Top page 279. They want you to tell us, is this an inverse proportion or not? And if so, find the constant proportion out. So I've got 1/2 y equals 5 over x. So I'm thinking to myself, I want to get this in what format? X times y. So first thing, do you think I'm going to take care of getting numbers over here first, or getting the variable on that side first? Does it matter?
Yes.
No, doesn't matter. You can do it either way. I want to get I want to get my variables like good to go and fine. So I'm going to get x off this side. So I multiply by x on both sides. This cancels out. I have 5 on this side equals x y times 1/2. All right. Well, I guess that solves it. It's not an inverse proportion, right? No. And maybe it's not, but I need to get only x and y on one side and only the numbers on the other side, and then see if it's not x, y equals k. I can get this off because it's multiplying by 1/2. I can multiply by 2, gets rid of that. I can multiply by 2. Now I have x, y equals 10. Is that x, y equals k? Yes, it is. So that's an inverse proportion. And the constant of proportionality, k equals? No, just 10. So this is an inverse proportion, and that is your k value. You guys can work on guided practice. Well, yeah, you guys can work on guided practice 3 and 4, and then let me know when you're done with those.